No matter what I do, I can't escape the censorship. So where do we go from here? What are we going to do about it? And how are we going to speak the truth going forward? All this and more coming up on Questionable Thoughts, Episode 4. The misinformation strikes are getting real out here. All of my stuff is getting taken down, whether it's YouTube or TikTok. I had to make a new TikTok, and the first video that I uploaded after about 2.5 hours was taken down after it started going viral. So I'm getting really annoyed here because everything that I try to do, it gets taken down. I think that there are people that are watching as I go from platform to platform. They're following me, and they are basically flagging everything that I do because they don't want my voice heard by anyone, no matter what it's about. I went ahead and did a TikTok about the Lil Nas video, where he literally gives Satan a lap dance, and he has elementary school fans. He literally performed at an elementary school, and that's his age demographic of fans. And I think it's really messed up that he did that. And, I made a TikTok about the video, what it meant, and how I think that this is foreshadowing to, the society waking up and demonizing the demons, right? Basically metaphorically killing them by not supporting anything that they do anymore, and stuff like that. So I did a video about that, and then how he went to hell and gave Satan a lap dance and stuff like that. But that video got taken down for hate speech because I was criticizing, or I wasn't even criticizing it. I was just explaining what the video was. And cannot happen. It is hate speech when you react to a video. So, and as well as my YouTube stuff is getting taken down, I'm going to see if I can repost the video about the guidelines. I posted a video about the YouTube guidelines as to COVID misinformation, and that got taken down. So I don't know what's going on. It's kind of crazy. So what I'm going to do, I already started. I started working on it 2 days ago. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm learning animation. And I've always been a good storyteller. I've always loved filmmaking. I took video production in high school, and it was my favorite subject. I just love creating things. And that's something that you can spend a lot of time on, and animation is a lot of time. I mean, I didn't realize how crazy it was, but I started a couple days ago, and I got some characters made, and I think it's going to be way cooler for me to be able to tell a story and show through short films rather than getting flagged on everything that I do for misinformation. Because when I can show what's going on through an emotional story, through an actual film that kind of pulls at your heartstrings and kind of makes you understand through symbolism and through a storyline rather than just me talking, it's going to be a lot more engaging and a lot easier for people to understand because they can actually watch what's happening. And I don't have to go out and hire a cast. I don't have to go out and get a bunch of cameras. I literally just have a couple of things of software, and I can write the entire story myself, create all the characters myself. I don't need to hire any actors. I can literally create them and make them move however I want them to, and add some nice music, and it's really just going to be a giant production, and it's just going to be all me. So I'm really excited to start doing that. But it's going to take a long time for each one. I mean, I don't know about how long. I would rather not take a month to create each one. But I don't know. I think that may be what it comes down to is like, it's a lot of work. So, and I'm not going to stop doing these because I have animation. But I think animation is going to be a really good way for me to kind of put my thoughts into a story on where things are at, where things are going, as well as add some comedy too. I'd like to make some comedy ones, but I've always been interested in film, and I've just never been able to actually get really good at film because I've never had anybody to make films with. I've never had any actors, and I can't nobody wants to be a part of the video because they're they don't just want to be on camera and stuff like that. So instead of having to go out and hire actors and do all that, I can put the same amount of effort, or not. It's more effort, but I can put the same skill and eye for shot types and stuff like that, and emotional scenes, and I can do it on my computer, and I can kind of create it from my mind straight to the computer. And it's just going to take a lot more work because instead of just going out and filming in front of a giant building, I have to actually create and draw the whole building. I've never been really good at drawing. I mean, I have had a couple, I've learned on YouTube and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm going to have to draw everything, and that is not easy. Maybe I'll go get my iPad and show you what I got so far. I don't have any scenes. I have characters, and each character has so many layers to it because everything has to move. So the upper arm connects to the body, but it's a different layer. And then the lower arm, the forearm is a different layer than the upper arm, and the hand is a different layer than the forearm. But it's all connected through bones and stuff. And then the hip is different than the butt, and the butt's different than the calf, and the calf's different than the foot. And the eyes are separate than the face because the eyes have to move, and the mouth has to move, and the eyebrows have to move, and everything there's so many layers, and it's so interesting, and it's kind of crazy now watching this animated stuff like Disney, and all these different cartoons, and thinking about how much work really goes into this because it's all drawings. Somebody had to actually create that. It's not just God put trees on the earth and now you just film them. It's literally you have to draw at the entire scene and all the different layers and how everything has to move, and everything has been drawn by someone in these animated films. And it's kind of given me a better perspective and a lot more respect for cartoons and stuff like that. I mean, thinking about how South Park can make a 22-minute episode in 6 days is absolutely mind-blowing. From start to finish, to the voice, to the scenes, to literally everything. That's actually nuts. I mean, yeah, they have a giant team, but that is straight crazy, son. I mean, they've just been doing it for so long. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really good outlet for me to be able to kind of get my thoughts out and not have to be the one to speak it, and also not get blocked and banned by everybody because it's not real, right? It's an alternate reality. It's a story. It's fake, right? But I can still insinuate what's going on, I think, without getting banned, because I can't get, stricken for misinformation when it's literally just a short film that's not real. You see what I'm saying? It's not me saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is what is happening. Look at the facts of real life, right? It's I can kind of tell people what's happening behind the scenes of, the government and basically just the stuff that I'm learning about. And also, I want to do motivational stuff as well, but there's just so much. But I'm going to be able to actually talk about this kind of stuff without actually talking about it. And if you think about it, the way that the elite, the people in power have spoken to us and I guess told us what's going on is all through symbolism. They put symbolism in the music videos. They put symbolism in the performances. They put symbolism a lot in the movies. Basically, they're telling us what's actually going on by making movies about what's actually going on, but you don't actually think it's going on because it's a fictional movie, right? And so what And that's how they play their game. And so basically what I'm going to be doing is doing the exact same thing, but instead of them instead of them like rubbing it in your face, I'm going to be the one to fight against what is going on. So I'm going to try to fight them with their own strategies, right? I'm going to play their game because they are striking me and banning me for speaking out against it. But they don't speak out. They don't speak out for it, right? They show us through movies, and they leave it up. You know, they can't be taken down for anything. Not that they would be, because they're the ones that are controlling who gets taken down and who doesn't. But I'm going to be the one to go and do the exact same thing to them. So it's going to be a fictional thing, right? It's going to be a fictional, different reality. It's a cartoon, but it's going to have the same amount of symbolism, the same amount of truth in it, but it takes the eyes to see that it's real, right? Just like it takes the eyes to see that the movies are real when you know more stuff and you can kind of put things together and say, oh my gosh, that makes sense because of this, and this makes sense because of that. And yeah, so I'm going to try to get into that symbolic film stuff because I think that it'd be fun and it'd be cool, and I'm learning how to do it, and it's really freaking hard, but yeah, let me get my iPad, I'll show you. So I have 2 characters so far, right? And this is going to be the main character. That's him. That's going to be the main guy, and his mouth is all messed up because I have all the this is how intricate it is. You have to make each individual mouth. So this is his resting face. So that's going to be my main guy, right? And there's so many, I'll show you how many layers there is. So this is in Photoshop. These are all separate parts. All these are separate little pieces that can move individually when they're connected through bones, which is going to be in the Animate software. So when I connect everything to its proper piece, like the neck connects to the head connects to the body through the neck, the upper arm connects to the shoulder, the lower arm connects to the elbow, and the other ones to the wrist, and it all works like that. That's my main guy. And then this right here is, I don't have a name for him yet. But then we got that guy. Yeah, I think that it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be definitely a giant creative process for me to go through and learn something new, because I love learning new stuff. And it's a good way to create something that can go crazy. Like, people will really like the message behind it. That's more of what I like. I like having a message that it sends. And I think that I can send a really good message by making a story and showing it to you through film, and having a solid message behind the story, while also having it be like a professional production. And yeah, because I'm getting shut down out here. Everything I talk about, it's annoying. TikTok sucks. It's good for organic growth. If you don't want to talk about anything that goes against the establishment, then it's great. But we gonna make it. I just think it's better to talk through film, because you can't say that it's misinformation, because it's information about nothing. It's information about a alternate reality that we don't live in. And you can't take that down. Well, they can. We'll see. If they take it down, that's absolutely insane. But I just hope it doesn't take too long to make it. I'm still going to be making videos because it takes so long to make, and I don't want to just have that be a giant break in between videos. I think I like being able to voice my opinions and stuff like that. I just can't really explain to you what's really going on without getting banned, because they don't want anyone to know what's really going on. That's why they have these insane community guidelines that you have to follow, that if you speak out against anything that goes against the establishment, then you get banned, you get blocked, and you get deleted. And I don't really want that, because, I mean, you are here now, and I got you, and I don't want to lose you. So, yeah, I'm going to try my best to stick around without getting blocked. We'll see, though. I think I'm going to talk more about empowering stuff and ways to hack your mind to make you the best version of yourself, and really prepare yourself emotionally to conquer whatever comes in the future, because we're going to see some crazy shit in our lifetimes, and I hope you're ready for it, because it's going to be insane. It really is. Whether it's happy or sad, I think that we got a bright future. I really do. I think that it's going to be dark for a little bit, but it ain't going to be dark forever. I think that we got a bright future ahead of us, but you're going to have to go through some dark shit, okay? And you're going to have to be prepared for it emotionally and mentally. Physically, I guess, kind of. But yeah, you're going to need to be physically able, but more along the lines of emotional and mentally stable. That's where you're going to need your strength. And so if I can help you strengthen your emotions and your mental abilities to conquer challenges, that's the best thing I can do for you. And so, yeah, that's kind of going to be more along the lines of what we're doing. Yeah. So, that being said, look forward to some animations. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll give you updates, when I make these videos, how far along I am, just for a little bit, just to kind of keep you updated. But more to come. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you.